What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Dana Harris, and I'm single-handedly trying to make math cool again. I'm going to continue talking about the fractions portion of fourth grade math. And this is the second part of a multiple part series on fractions in fourth grade Common Core mathematics. So let's go ahead and get right into it. In this particular standard, the other thing that they need to know how to do in fourth grade math is they need to know how to compare fractions. And when they compare these fractions, they need to use a benchmark such as mainly 1/2, or they could use 1/4 or 1/3, but they need to compare these fractions and they want to use that benchmark fraction to compare them. So let's say I want to compare the fractions 3/8 and 5/6. So let's say 3/8 and then I have 5/6, and I want to compare those. Well, this particular example, I'm going to use the number line example. And parents, I know you see all this stuff and you think, hold up, where did that come from? Why are they using number lines to work with fractions? New math is totally different. I'm not that old. Well, the kids think I'm old, but this new math, it's a lot different. Let's get into it. So I have this number line, and I'm going to draw a second number line, okay? And on our number lines, we're going to start from 0, and we're going to go to 1. Here, we're going to start from 0, and we're going to go to 1, okay? Now, on this first number line, I want to put smack dab in the middle. I want to put 1/2. Okay, and actually I need to probably draw a third number line as well. Let's sneak one down there, okay? All right, so I have three number lines, all right? And remember, we're comparing 3/8 and 5/6. Now, here you can see 1/2. So 1/2 is going to be our benchmark or comparison point, okay? So we're going to use that to figure out which one of these fractions is larger and which one is smaller. So let's work with 3/8. So we want to break this down into 8 pieces, right? So I'll do, let's see, that's 2, and then we'll say, all right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 total pieces, okay? And we're working with 3/8 or 3/8 as I like to say. So this is 1/8, well 0, I'm sorry. 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8. All right. So 3/8 is smack dab right there. So 3/8 is smaller than 1/2, okay? 3/8 is smaller than 1/2. Now, let's see with the 5/6. So we're going to take this one and we're going to break it down into 6 pieces, okay? So 5 out of 6. So we have from 0, 1/6, 2/6, 3/6, 4/6, 5/6, okay? So 5/6, now notice, well, I'll put all of them in there. Sorry about that. All right, so I have all of the fractions written in there, but I'm going to erase the ones except for 3/8 and 5/6. So let's go, boom. Hope you saw it already. We want to keep 3/8. Take away that, take away that, take away that, and that, all right? And then take away that, that. All right, so if we look now, we see that 3/8 is smaller than 5/6 because 3/8 is smaller than 1/2 and 5/6 is larger than 1/2. So we have that comparison to tell us that 3/8 is less than 5/6. So there's the comparison between 3/8 or 3/8 and 5/6, okay? Let's move right along to another example of this, okay? Take a look. Now you see it, and now you don't. All right, it's gone. So we have to look at another example. Now, in this particular standard, what we also have to learn is how to, when we compare these numbers, we want to find a common denominator, okay? We want to find a common denominator. Common meaning the same. So, and denominator is the number in the bottom of a fraction. So, in order to find a common denominator, let's look at these two numbers. Let's say we want to look at 5/12 and let's look at 1/2. Okay, so we want to compare 1/2 and 5/12. Now, in order to compare these, it's kind of hard to compare them right now because they have different denominators and different numerators. And as a young fourth grader, that may be confusing. But we can make them have the same denominator, okay? Because we know that if we do the same thing to the denominator as well as the numerator, then we can generate a fraction equivalence. And once we generate a fraction equivalence, then we can compare them, okay? So, 1/2, let's see, what do I need to do to 1/2 to get the denominator to be 12? Because actually, if I count by twos, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So 12 is a multiple of 2. So there's something that I can do to this 2 to make it 12. So I think 2 times 12, no, terrible, that's not right. 2 times 6 equals 12. So if I take this and let's get a different color in there. Let's put a little red in there. Times 6 times 6. Now notice, I still have that. As a matter of fact, let me make this look a little neater. I can actually take and multiply this by the big 1, right? And I'm going to say 6/6, okay? So if I take that and multiply it by 6/6, then it's actually equal to 6/12, okay? So now if I want to compare 6/12 and 5/12, that's a lot simpler because I have 6 out of 12 pieces and I have 5 out of 12 pieces. And being the pretty smart child that you are watching this video, you know that if I have 6 out of 12 slices of pizza, that's much more than my little brother who has 5 out of the 12 slices of pizza. So 6 out of 12 is greater than 5 out of 12. So we just compared our original fractions 1/2 and 5/12. We compared those two fractions by making them look alike. We gave them the same denominator, and then it was easy to compare those two. Young Gurus Math Tutoring, I have the solution to your math problems.